Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to revise the first unit of the economics, that is the story of village Palampur. Okay, so we are going to revise only the 1 mark question and the 5 mark question by today, and 3 mark questions I'll be sending you in the group so that or in the homework group in flip plan so that you can learn it and we can have a test over it. Okay, so at first few important 1 mark questions we can see. What is the nearest town of Palampur? It's Raijang. And how many people are there in that Palampur village? 450 people, families in the Palampur village. And what is the major part of the village land is owned by whom? Major part of the village land is owned by 80 upper caste families. And what part of Palampur village population is formed by Dalits? About 1/3 of the population of Palambur is Dalits, right? And who are all the small farmers? The farmers, those who are having less than 2 hectares of land. How many people of Palambur village engaged in non-farming activities? 25% people of Palambur village are engaged in non-farming activities. How does Mishri Lal make his living? Mishri Lal makes jaggery from sugarcane and sells it. So this is also we are studying there. And next important thing is, what is the business of Karim? Karim has opened a computer class center in Palambur village. How far is Raijang from the village Palambur? It's 3 kilometers. And what is mean by working capital? Raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. And what is the aim of production? The aim of production is to produce goods and services that we need. And give two examples of fixed capital, machines and building. What do we call raw material and money in hand? The working capital. The clay used by the potter is an example of which type of capital? Raw material. What is the most abundant factor of production in India? Labor. And farmers plow in an is an example of which factor of production? Working capital. What is called yield? Yield is measured as crop produced on given place of land during a single season. Who provides capital to the small farmers at high rate of interest? Large farmers, village money lenders or traders? What percentage of people is dependent on farming in Palambur? So totally 75% of people depend on farming in Palambur. During which season do farmers of Palambur grow jowar and bajra? Kharif season or during rainy season? Okay. So we'll go to the 5 mark questions. So in 5 mark questions, you all know that major thing is regarding farming only, right? So that's what here also it's given. First, it is explain the various factors of production. First, we all know that I have said you 5 various types, right? First thing is land. The first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest, and minerals. And second thing is labor. The second requirement is labor, that is people who will do the work. And some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks, like using advanced techniques and machines or operating or driving those things. Third thing is what other than that, in the labor also there are two types. They are skilled and unskilled laborers. And the third one is physical capital. Physical capital means it is nothing but it is of two types. First is fixed capital, that we have already studied, the machines and equipments that we use it for all time. And second is working capital, right? And last thing is human capital. Human capital is the most important factor of production because it put together land, labor and physical capital. Okay, so all these things, what are the things? Land, labor and physical capital, human capital. Okay, so commonly we can say it as 4 types. And we could have its own types also, right? Okay, then we'll move to the next question. It is explain the ill effects of green revolution. So what are the ill effects? Green revolution is associated with loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizer. That's the one main reason. And second thing is continuous use of groundwater from tube well irrigation has reduced the water table below the ground. So the groundwater level will get reduced. Third thing, environmental resources like soil fertility and groundwater are built up over many years. So once destroyed, it is very difficult to restore them. We can utilize all the fertility, or we can use all the water, but once it is used up, we couldn't restore it immediately or easily. And last thing, fourth one is modern farming methods used under the Green Revolution have overused the natural resource base. Maximum forest land were converted into agricultural land, so that the fertility of those lands is getting reduced because of modern farming methods. For modern farming methods, we will be using high yield variety seeds, HYV seeds, and for that it requires much soil fertility and much water, and also we will be using more fertilizers and pesticides, so that easily the fertility of the soil will also get reduced, and also groundwater level also slowly it gets reduced. And finally, this green revolution was limited only up to few states like Punjab and Haryana. Okay, this is what we are learning mainly in this lesson. So in this question, and then we are moving on to the third one. What do you know about green revolution? So this is a very important question that will be asked now. It is nothing but the green revolution in the late 1960s introduced the Indian farmer to cultivation of wheat and rice using high yield varieties of seeds. So by 1960s, right? And second, compared to the traditional seeds, the HYV seeds promise to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant. We have already learned that itself. The village people of village Palambur, they were getting 1200 per hectare, but after that, by using HYV seeds, they got 3200, twice the amount of yield they got, right? And as a result, the same piece of land would now produce far larger quantity of food grains than the possible earlier, right? And HOV seeds, however, need plenty of water, as I said you before, and also they require chemical fertilizers, pesticides to produce best results. And farmers of Punjab, Haryana and western Uttar Pradesh were the first people to try out the modern farming methods in India. Okay, ma'am. And next is, how are farmers in village Palampur able to grow more crops from the same land? So I said you, for different seasons they cultivated different crops, and what were the crops we have already studied, right? So the farmers, so it is mentioned, so spelling is mistake. The farmers of village Palampur has well developed system of irrigation. That is one big positive thing. And second thing, most of the houses have electric connections, and those they were using for, due to the availability of electricity, the system of irrigation was transformed, and Persian wheels were earlier used by the farmers to draw water from wells and irrigate small lands. But now, because of the government took many initiatives to install the electric and tube wells, and that is the reason now the farmers can irrigate their field anytime. And also they used HYV seeds, modern tools, equipments, pesticides and fertilizers, and this also increases the production of food grains. Okay, and why is it important to develop irrigation facility? That is a very important question. It's a general question. It may be asked or it cannot be asked. Okay, so cultivation is not possible without irrigation, and without water there is no cultivation of crops, right? And there are some areas in India where rainfall is not adequate, so there is need to develop irrigation facility. Some areas rainfall is much more, so no, they don't need irrigations. They have to divert the water, and they can use it, make use of it. But in areas, some areas, what to say, there is not no adequate water facility for them. They have to use bores or what even the wells, they don't have much water, so they have to use tube wells and everything, right? Bores and everything. Okay, and what are the maximum cash crops they used to cultivate? Rice, wheat and sugarcane, that require adequate amount of water at regular intervals and not much water, so there is need to develop irrigation facilities. Other than that, HIV seeds also need irrigation. As I said you before, they need plenty of water. The objective to get maximum yield is not be fulfilled without irrigation. And next important question is, what all the problems do farm laborers face in terms of employment? Because normally the person having their own land, they will be going and doing the work. But if you are having a big piece of land and you are you are not at all having any land and you are just a labor, agricultural labor means normally these agricultural laborers, they don't get regular work, only at the time of harvest, only at the time of cultivation, or only at the time of irrigation or something else. And their wages also are very less, and they are exploited by the large farmers and money lenders mainly, right? Because large farmers, they used to sell the grains in less amount, so that these people are affected. And money lenders also give money, and they ask for extra interest, so that is also the reason these people cannot improve their lives. And they are bound to be in debt trapped by village money lenders. As I said you before, now they are getting we also learned a lady, and she got money from money lender, and she cannot able to pay her debt, and finally she sold a piece of land, her piece of land to pay the debt, right? So that is what. So they are bound to be in debt trap by village money lenders due to various malpractice and high rate of interest. Okay, and they are landless laborers, and they don't have any source of income, right? And if they do farming only, they'll get income, and with that they have to pay the landlords, landowners. Other than that, to the money lenders whom they got money for buying the seeds and for various things. And due to the use of tractors and harvesting machines, the demand of laborers now it is getting completely decreased, right? And next, what are the features of traditional method of farming? So this we have already studied. Traditional seeds are commonly used, and for irrigation, that depends upon mainly on monsoon. These people, only if the rain comes, that time they will sow that particular seed, or else because they don't have irrigation facility. And other than that, they will be using wooden tools, right, for plowing and everything, and equipments also used. Bullock carts were used to plow lands, and the production is done for only family use, commonly for their family and for the nearby families. Manure and cow dung is only used as fertilizers to increase the fertility of soil. This is traditional farming. And when we are coming to the features of modern farming, high HYV seeds, I already said you, high yield variety seeds are used. Second, the irrigation is depend on tube wells, so we no need to wait for monsoon. We are having tube wells means all the time we are having water, so no problem, we can cultivate what crop we wish to have. And third thing, only the sun and everything only we have to see. And advanced and mechanical tools or equipment are used. Now for plowing, one machine is there, and for sowing the seeds, machine is there, and other than that, for harvesting, machine is there, right? Tractors are used to plow lands commonly, and the production is done for commercial farming mainly, for not only for a single 10 cents of place they are farming in sense, it is a loss for them. But for commercial farming only, mainly they will be using all these technologies, because that is the profitable one for them. And fertilizers and chemicals are used to increase the fertility of soil in the modern farming method. And when we are coming to the distribution of land among the farmers in Palampur, what are the things we have to mention? First, in Palampur, about one third of 450 families are landless, and only 240 families only cultivate small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size, and only around 60 to 80 families of medium and large farmers only cultivate land more than 2 hectares in size. And mainly large farmers were the only people, they will be cultivating, extending over 10 hectares or more than that land. And on the other hand, more than half the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite large in size. And last question, why do modern farming methods require more capital? Modern farming methods require that needs tractors, harvesting machines, and other than that mechanical tools. To purchase them itself we need huge amount of money, and modern farming methods need HYV seeds to increase the production. To purchase them huge amount of money is also required. So for everything money is needed here for modern farming. And the third thing, for buying the chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and all other expenditures also, it is very high amount, right? And finally installing tube wells to irrigate land is very costly process. And modern farming also needs skilled workers, not the workers who work with bullock carts or something else. They used to know to use the technology and the techniques. And to hire those skilled workers also, they will not get like 200 rupees like ordinary traditional workers. They will ask for per hour, they will be getting charging the money. So huge amount of capital is required. So for everything money is needed, so that is the reason it is mentioned money is otherwise called as capital, right? So for doing modern farming we need more capital. More capital means more money to make their payments. So this is what we are learning in this first lesson, and 3 marks I will be sending you in flip plan or in a group. So please go through it also and prepare well, that's what I'm saying. So the again and again you are reading the answers and questions, and you also can prepare your own or frame your own questions and answers, so that it will be very easy for you to what keep the understand the concept and keep it in your mind. Okay guys, so thank you. I just want you to read the whole content of the lesson again and again, and also to prepare these questions also. Thank you.